get that?
Fire! Jackrabbit! Ready, go! Igloo! Here we go! Ready, set! Flare! Flare! Stand! Green 25! Ready, ready! Stand! Ready! Come on, set! Cobra! Ready! Easy! High! 42 spot high! Let's go! Stay. Count! Go! Set. Hut! Lasso! Ready! Cricket!
stadium. Buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Sims. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Makes the grab down the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll leave it with him. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. What a grab with one hand. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first down.
Looking to the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Not a chance. Missed it. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Bradford. Into the end zone, and he's in for the touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly to the tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Dropping back, it's Bradford. Flushed out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Didn't get much done on that, Ryan. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got him still on his feet. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for a man. It's Huffman. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually, they already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run to the left. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Makes the catch down the right side. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Back to throw, it's Huffman. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're in for a touchdown.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Got a man, it's Sims. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Bradford. Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Turning it on! And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end end zone for a touchdown.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Sims. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To throw, it's Bradford. Oh, they're after him. It's a big stride inside the 10. He's in for the touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the run.
And the returner is stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Line getting set on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. Looking to throw, it's Bradford. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Cantrell. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response, trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it in the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They kick it away on 4th down. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Bradford. Here's a heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Makes the catch. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Back to pass, it's Huffman. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they got him down at the 23. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Mueller. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Bradford. He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And you could tell he thought he had his receiver down the field to make a big play. But how about the defender? Great job running with the receiver, turning his head, finding the football, knocking it away, and making sure that receiver doesn't get to make the play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Now this offense is back on the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Found the spot in the defense. Flying down the right side. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Going with the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for a loss.
Looking deep. Brings it in down the left side. Running free. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Look out, he's got room. He breaks a tackle. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the offense onto the field again. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Going to the ground. Running into the open space. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And some room to work. Looking for room at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay.
Snatched it right out of the air and waltzed his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it at. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Massey. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this... Exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the one that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Here we go, here we go. Set hard. Ready, go.
Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Into their happy place for a touchdown. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too, as complete a win as they've had for some time. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday as we send things back to...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught up two and sacked at the 12.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spread it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more third down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to pass. It's Massey. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll do it himself. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.